contest judges, fellow Toastmasters, and distinguished guests. My fellow contestant VCAT has mentioned dreams before, early on, but I want to emphasize something very important. This is a very personal speech to me. This is coming from my heart, and you'll know a very dark secret about me by the time this is over, which is why I've brought my full A-game set here. And, oh, look, it's a flower. And it's not even Valentine's Day yet. I must be really lucky. Flowers, ladies and gentlemen, were once seeds or bulbs in the ground. They had dreams. They didn't want to remain in the ground where all the growth, all the worms, all the fungus was. They wanted to shine like flowers. Just as we were young, we had dreams. We wanted to be more. When we came to this earth, we wanted to be someone. But guess what? Life can be really cruel to you. See what I did there? That flower is no more. That dream is dead. My dream was once gone as well. But do you know something? You can remember your dream. You can remember what you came here for. All of you who have lost your dreams, you can get them back. It is all calling out to you. Not like a voice in your head. Not like something you can do. But it's all coming back. I can remember years ago, let's turn the clock back. There were two very special individuals in my life. They were my father and my mother. They were both teachers and they knew the importance of education. So the moment when I could get past and they taught me how to read. Storybooks, pictures, fairy tales, everything with an ending and a moral. You could really get into reading if you're young. I still remember when I was in primary 2, I was the only one in my class who had a Harry Potter book, and I knew what was happening. I knew. Everyone else, they were, what's this guy doing? He's reading. Boring. That's not funny. I loved reading. It was my passion. And what happens when you have a passion? You have a dream. You want to do something with it. So I became a writer when I was in primary 4. Good, right? I wrote stories about castles, dragons, fairies, eagles. They were nice, they were cool, I loved it. But what did I say? Life can be cruel. But let me get this straight. When we were young, when we were seeds in the ground, we had dreams. We knew what we wanted to do, we had aspirations. The world was our oyster, we had power in our veins. But life can be cruel. Remember this, I had a friend, or I thought he was my friend. He was a false friend. There was a competition for new writers, primary 6. I submitted my story, or rather, I helped him submit my story. The results came out. He won first place, but it was my story. How do you think I felt? It was bad. So I was kicked on the ground. And that's when he said it. I had to talk with him, a serious talk. Why did you use my story without asking me? Hey, let's face it, Amos. You can't be a writer. You're so naive. People will take advantage of you. You're too kind. The most dangerous thing that can destroy a dream is words. Words are powerful, and I learned this the hard way. It only takes me 6 seconds to insult you, but you remember it for life. Trust me. It's like your fatness. It's like the way you speak. Oh, you stutter. It's not funny, but you remember. You remember me as the guy who insulted you, and he insulted me that day. Greatest truth is that if someone's opinion becomes your reality, your dream is vanquished. You cannot get it back. And I became like this throughout all my secondary school days. I couldn't become a writer anymore. I couldn't write anymore. Every time I tried to lift out of 10, all I could do was do maths. It's what society wants us to understand, right? Education, maths, science, you know the drill. I didn't know what my dream was, and that was a crappy feeling. So one day, I went out with my dad. I remember it was the first year of Polytechnic, and he knew I was very down because I didn't get into a junior college. I had very high expectations for myself, and I didn't know why. But we had this talk, very important talk. We watched a movie together. And after the movie, we sat down on the bench, we started talking. I asked him, Dad, so what was your dream?
You know, son, my dream was to start a family with your mother. So when I grow old, I can see the fruits of my labor.
Oh, Dad, you're so funny. Just when it hit me like a lightning bolt. I was my father's dream come true. But if that's the case, what was my dream? That's when I started looking into the 5-year-old self, my primary school, where I wrote again. And when you remember your dream, it's a very enlightening moment. I got back up. 1 month later, I started reading. I had a lot of catching up to do. I wrote. And today, I stand in front of you, my dark secret revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a writer. I did not write 1, 2, or 3 novels. I wrote 12! And I'm proud of it. You see, life has a way of breaking you, making you forget your dream. But if you remember it, you will find the strength in friends, mentors, who can help you reach in, pull out your dreams. But now that you have it inside, the important thing is not to let it go. Stay inside. Thanks, Contest Chat.